Ismail.
It's Christian.
Here sitting at the grandma table. It's popping up here, bro.
A whole lot of everything. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, how you living?
You know me.
Life is good, you know.
Life is good.
Oh, man. So, I got the topic today.
Christian with the topic today.
I know, that's pretty rare. But I was in there and I was watching the sermon, and something about the word commitment just kept hitting me. Like, with a lot of what I was hearing and what I was thinking about and my own personal commitments and stuff. And, I just figured I'd ask, because we always talk about it, me and you off air, about commitment and the daily commitments and the recommitment to a commitment that you might have just have gave up on or anything like that. And I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on the processes in which it takes to commit to something. Or hold on, let me back up. The thought process it takes to get to the realization that something needs to change. Then committing to change. Feeling like because you went back to something old that, you know, you messed up, and then getting right back to it.
Okay. I'm gonna start with this because this is gonna be my entire point. And it's cliche, but I really didn't understand this until yesterday. You said the word realize, right? And you were saying, how do you realize what you say? Like how you realize
how you realize that something needs to change.
Okay, boom, stop right there. Do you know what the definition of realize is?
What?
To bring into existence.
Really?
Yeah, that is the dictionary definition of the word realize.
I actually did not.
And we be sitting up acting like realize is this light bulb that just goes off. And it's like, I mean, it is kind of like how life just comes into existence. That's how you realize something. You realize it by bringing it. It's not something that comes to you. You bring it. You realize something needs to change when you change it.
Yeah.
When you decide that you're gonna change it. When you just, and you know, I get it. Everybody in bringing this new mindset of mine into existence, I understand now how simple and easy and capable I was this entire time.
Yeah.
And so it's becoming a thing where the only reason that things haven't changed, that I'm not committed to things, is because I haven't brought forth the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
When you commit to something, every time that I done said I was committing to something, I was lying.
Yeah.
I never actually made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a thing where making it happen is not going to come with relapses and failures, because that's a part of life.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perseverance through that makes it happen. It's the conscious choices every single day. It's the, hey, I'm going to do this. Hey, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be this. And then going up and doing it. You can't say, because I've failed in certain areas where it's like, you know, and we don't like the way it worked for me, right? I just started to put it into extremes. How you go be a good father and you not physically capable of working out at your best shape?
Yeah.
How you gonna say you a father and you still let sexual temptation bring you into keep watching porn?
Yeah. Yeah.
How you go be a, it's those extremes where it's like, this is holding me back from the best version of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you understand where your level of commitment is at. And once you understand where your level is currently at and how far away you are from where you want to be, when you really put it into perspective, hey, if I died tomorrow, I was a porn addict.
Yeah.
Hey, if I died tomorrow, I was a lazy fat fuck.
Yeah, because you really gotta tell yourself them type things, like where it's like, I wouldn't be happy with the last quote unquote commitment that I made if I just went out of here tomorrow. Like, I get it where it's like, no, because all that other stuff be you know what I'm saying, it be for the look of it and for the sound. It sound good because, or let me rephrase, not good, it sound easy at first because everything's easier said than done, but it's a lot to come against some stuff that, most of the stuff you having to commit to not doing again, or you having to say, okay, well, like we're working out. If you just say, shoot, well, today I'm gonna work out. Okay, you get your workout in, you feeling good. Tomorrow you wake up feeling sore as hell from the workout. Well, you done already said, I'm not gonna break this streak today, no matter what. So if the only thing that kept you from working out today was because I was hurting, then you didn't commit. You know what I'm saying? Because commitment is hard. You know what I mean? Like, real commitment is real. Is tough. It's a mental thing first before it's ever. It's not that you couldn't work out because you were sore. You let your mind make you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard because you don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make yourself want to do the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it takes that, like I was saying, where it's just like, hey, I cannot be if I don't.
Yeah.
That's how, me personally, that's how I make myself want to do some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get out the shower and I'm looking good, feeling good, and I just tell myself, I look in the mirror and I say, imagine my body was right, sexy ass nigga like me, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
you get to
like,
good,
you know what I'm saying?
And
you start to, shit, I'm a long way from that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not I'm a long way from that. It's like man, if I put enough of these together in a row, I could start building some momentum. But it's like, the only thing holding me back from that is the fact that I like fried rice. I like cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be wanting to cook.
Yeah.
It's me. It's stuff that I'm doing, this decision that I'm making on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's just like, even if I fail, I keep telling myself, okay, I don't ever let it get away from my mind.
Yeah.
It's always on the front of my mind. Even if I didn't today, okay, I'm going to the store.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know what I need to do, so it ain't even no point in it. I haven't committed to it because I haven't wanted to. And it's like, bro, my whole mentality is I'm going to force myself to want to do this shit. Mm-hmm. This is not going to be something where I keep going and no, I'm going by any means necessary. Even if I haven't done it yet, I'm going to force myself to want to do this shit.
That kind of, you kind of touched on it in already, but my next question was gonna be when you, on the days that you come up short, right? What's the mentality like when first day, or you get one day in and you break your commitment to yourself, whatever it was, whether it was working out, watch porn, whether it was I'm gonna go for a walk or anything like that, getting in your word, whatever it was. What's the mentality like when you break it so soon? And is the mentality any different than when you break it when you've been doing it for 2 months straight and you break it?
I don't think there is a difference. I guess you'd be a little more upset with yourself, but I mean, you got to shake that off, because at the end of the day, it's a win regardless. Because if I went 2 months straight fucking up and then I broke it for a day, I broke it for a day though. If I went 2 months straight doing the right thing and I broke it for a day, I broke it for a day though. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, I only broke it for a day though. Whereas the other one is, I broke it for a day though. Like, same sentence, very different connotation, very different delivery, very different way you saying it to yourself. And it's like, say the same thing to yourself, and you'll find it. You'll make it happen.
Two things can be true. Yeah, you did break it for a day. Or, yeah, you really did break it for a day. You went 2 months, you did break it for a day. You broke it for a day. But see, I think, and we guilty of this too, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, well, look at it and be like, damn, I was only able to keep that up for a day. If it's something you done went 20 years doing and you didn't do it for a day, it's not you shouldn't feel bad because it was only, you shouldn't even have only right there, because you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think, I guess what I'm trying to say is, do you think when you done put a string of days, weeks, months going, on the day that you realize, okay, I messed up today, is that your motivation to just go, but I'm right back on it tomorrow. I ain't even finna let this.
I don't think it of itself is the motivation. I think the motivation is what made me do it for days, months, weeks
in the first place.
Yeah. And I just, like, you cannot, it's a thing where you gotta, this is a perfect, I don't know what made me think of this, right? But I was coming in today and I was saying, I was talking about how, damn, I got to get my eating right. I got to get my exercise right. I got to get this right. I'm just like, I keep folding on the shit, but I know I'm going to get it right. And the thought just came to my head and it was like, yo, get your body to a point where it has no choice but to listen to what your mind is saying. And that's when you'll do everything that you're talking about. Like, clean it out. Don't let your body be in control of what's going on around here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think with your body. You don't think with your stomach. You don't think with your dick. You don't think with your, you think with this. You think with the mind.
Yeah.
So whatever this shit does, whatever this shit want to do, it's gonna be some dumb shit. You already know it's gonna be some dumb shit. It ain't nothing that's progressing the vision. It ain't nothing that's progressing what you can see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have those kind of thoughts, and it's like, it becomes a point where it's like, it's not that it doesn't try to break you. You just get to a point mentally to where subconsciously it becomes, this cannot stop what's going on over here. When you gain that type confidence in yourself, you just start looking at everything in the world and you start saying, it's nothing out here that's going to break what's going on over here. Mm-hmm. And until you find that level of confidence, until you find that level of mental fortitude, or until you develop it, because I strongly believe that some people are just born with more mental fortitude than others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why that happens, but some people are just mentally stronger than others. Mm-hmm. So, but that doesn't, the mind is a muscle. You can build it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes exercise though, but we don't. I think strongly, if you want me to be honest, Christian, people don't have enough commitments. Yeah. We got to commit to the small shit. Once you put enough of those in a row, you start to believe you can do anything. Yeah. I commit to making up this bed every morning. Yeah. That's something that it's like, okay, that's small, but it's like, it's something I really feel like I gotta do because that's one of the wins I got every day. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I commit to trying to keep this room clean. Yeah. Because that's one of the wins. I commit to that journal. I commit to this. Mm-hmm. And the more of these that I seem to put together, the easier it becomes to tell myself, I can add another one. I can add another one. I can add another one. I can keep going. People don't want that responsibility though. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're never gonna commit to anything because you don't commit to everything that you want to do.
Yeah, no, for sure. You speaking on here today.
If anybody in the faith is half-hearted, does he have faith at all?
No. No. It's in the word.
It's in the word. It's in the word.
That's
in the word. Like, so this is not something that I'm just making up. This is not something that
I believe I was watching a clip of your favorite NBA player.
Who? Bean? Or current day?
Your favorite NBA player. You know who your favorite is.
Bean.
Exactly. That's funny. I'm sure before I go into that, I'm sure if y'all go some episodes like in our first 10, 15 episodes, I done said that exact quote where I had to say, no, your favorite NBA player. Like, quit playing. We not talking about no current day. I'm talking about favorite ever.
Made you love
right. It ain't nobody else. I don't even know why you acting like that. I'm sitting around looking around his room right now trying to figure out where that picture was, because I know in his old room it was a picture.
It's still in my old room. Oh, that's the only reason it ain't there.
See, exactly.
That's the only reason.
But I believe I was watching I was watching one of his clips, or one of the little clips they had on Instagram, where he was like, you make a contract with yourself and it's non-negotiable.
Facts.
And the more I done heard many people say something to that effect, where it's like, I done heard people talk about how they hate working out. And they say, shoot, I know I still hate working out. I work out every day now. I hated it 2-3 years ago, but I still hate it now. But it's a requirement.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that I made a plan to myself. If you can't keep your contract to yourself, proverbially speaking, your commitment, if you can't keep your commitment to yourself, how could you ever commit to a woman, some kids, some money, God? How could you ever like if you can't commit to you, then nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that you ever do will be, your life will always be, how do I want to say this? You'll always find a ceiling
something
quick.
Left to be desired.
Yeah, you'll always
leave something on the table.
Yeah.
You will always leave something on the table, because think about it, bro. When you make a contract with yourself, you're either one of two people. You're either the guy who held up his end of the bargain or the one who let him down.
Yeah.
There is no in between.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
There is no in between.
It don't matter because we all like to make excuses. We all guilty of. Oh well, this just didn't happen today because of. But you know what made me say I'm no longer gonna let. Oh, we didn't. I said we're not gonna not record because I had a bad day at work or I had a bad day at DoorDash. I don't know what Maya got going on, but I know if I present it to him like this, he gonna say the same thing. Where it's like it ain't gonna be too much of anything that's gonna keep us from picking these mics up on a day-to-day basis.
Think about it. Think about it like what I just said, bro. I said this yesterday. If you come in here and say you don't want to record and you stand by that and you not recording no matter what I say, bro, you done let me down because I was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Same with vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your idea to record every day and I come in here and say, Christian, I just don't feel like doing
I don't got it today.
I'm either the nigga that held up his end of the bargain or I'm the nigga who let him down. Yep. There is no in between.
Yep. And
there is no in between.
And not only do you have to deal with letting me down, you gotta realize you let yourself down. You done said it on the pod, so you done let them down.
You done let them down because you done missed the day.
Yeah.
You ain't kept. They wanted to hear about day 4, day 5, day 6. Oh, even though these months apart.
Yeah,
them niggas was knocking these out like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but they talking about but we on about day 45 and then
day one was a month ago, but here we are on day 5, and it's like shit. Yeah, it's been a month ago for us, but for them, this was 5 days straight.
Yeah, this was a whole week. Like
them boys was grinding.
Like you would like that'll be this. However long we keep this up. Will be somebody's therapy to go. Damn, they was committed than a motherfucker. They was really committed to getting on here every day, no matter what.
Getting a year's worth of content out is gonna inspire somebody.
Yeah.
To do that same shit.
Because even if it don't inspire nobody that's listening to it, it's inspiring me and you to go, well, if we can do that on the pod, I can go out here every day and I can go make myself the best version of me with anything.
Somebody's getting inspiration
in 60 if in 60 days I went out and I put out such and such amount of episodes. In 60 days I put out a year worth amount of episodes. And it only takes 21 days to build a habit. By the time we get done with this will no longer be something that we're saying, all right, when we get into a year's worth of, we'll be done said, well, shoot, it's actually feeling kind of abnormal for us not to record.
In 60 days, we'll have produced twice the amount of content for this podcast that we had produced up until the day we press play.
Yeah.
Up until day 1 of this streak, we had produced 28 episodes worth of content.
Damn. And we will have doubled that.
Quite easily at that. And that's the level of when I looked up the definition of realize, that's what provided that spark for me. Mm-hmm. Where it was like, to realize something, because break it down. When you put eyes on the end of something, normal eyes, anything you put eyes on end of, it's whatever, it's describing whatever this is, and it's making it a adjective, a describing type word. Mm-hmm. You describing what's real. What is real? Whatever you bring into real life.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's how you know how you realize 52 days worth of, you do it.
Yeah.
You make it.
Yeah.
You go do the shit. You actually really get out there and it's done, because I really locked in for 2 months straight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I really locked in for a year and a half. I really locked in and I really buckled down. And the crazy part is, I think when when people's backs against the walls is when you see where their commitment could always be. Because when they gotta go, when they feel like, oh, I have no choice but to, or this doesn't get done, and instead of, or this doesn't get done, it's always got to be some type of bad. If I don't go DoorDash this $100 for my rent, then I won't have a place to stay. So I gotta go do it. If I don't go DoorDash this $50 a day, I'm gonna be broke till payday. If I don't go work out, I'ma always look like this. If I don't go, but you could say that for anything. But my whole thing is, why do we, talking about me and you too, why do we have to get to those positions for that level of, because it seemed like when the going get tough, it seemed like everybody can do it. Everybody can get there.
Oh, everybody can't do it. There always motherfuckers that going got tough and they did not get going. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I get what you saying.
Yeah. It seemed like when, like, cause even them, it seemed like when they want something so bad that you done seen even the people that you just, you done seen even them go, ain't nothing gonna stop me from getting that. Whether it be, ain't nothing gonna stop me from going after that woman, or ain't nothing gonna stop me from chasing this dollar, or ain't nothing gonna stop me from idolizing this, or ain't nothing whatever. You done seen it. So it's like, so let me fix my question then, because you're right. Everybody don't. You're right. Why is it that when it comes to certain stuff, you can put your full being into that, and that can be what your life revolve around, and that's how you go. But this everyday stuff is where you like, I can't. I don't know. It just won't happen.
Because niggas live two lives. Everybody lives the life that they have when they're born. It's only a very select few of motherfuckers that live their second life, and that one start when they realize that they only got one.
Damn. Doom.
And we don't
got the talking.
I can't remember who said that shit, but I remember that quote. And we don't, like I said, we don't take it to extremes. We don't tell ourselves, yeah, if I don't live to be the best version of me, I have never lived at all.
Yeah.
We don't say that to ourselves. Like, we don't say that shit, but it's like, why are we not saying that to ourselves? If I bullshit today and I die tomorrow,
Yeah.
Because my thing is, we be taking it for granted. Like, oh, nah, I'm gonna see tomorrow, nigga. How do you know?
It's a whole bunch of people
How do you know?
That say, shoot, when I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna.
How do you know? How do you know? You don't know.
No, you don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah,
that don't scare you, motherfuckers. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you can't guarantee that. You would like to think that.
Yeah.
And most of the times when you done thought that, you've been right.
Yeah.
You've been right by the grace of God.
Yeah, I was about to say, shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
You could put a whole, like, what we say, 8,064. You could put a whole bunch of them. I'm going to see tomorrow.
Christian,
you could be right all the way up until.
Believing that you have a tomorrow still don't guarantee you a tomorrow.
Yeah. No. It's not guaranteed that.
Like, you can't control if you live or die. Yeah. Actually, you can't control if you live, but you cannot control when you die. We all know we're going to die.
Yep.
But we act like we don't know we're going to die.
Yeah. We act like we don't know that we're going to die, and we act like we know when.
That's why you got motherfuckers. That's why you got motherfuckers that's older than you sitting around jealous hearted than a motherfucker. Wanting to talk about how they ain't got this and how you got that. Motherfucker, get you a life. Live your life.
Right. Especially.
Go be the best version of you. You're not being the best version of you because motherfuckers be thinking the best version of them gotta come when they 21.
Mm-hmm.
The best version of them gotta come when they 29.
Yeah, nah.
The best version of them gotta come before 35. Right. Who told y'all that lie?
Yeah. Yeah.
I be watching Myron Golden. I ain't even know Myron Golden was 70 years old.
That's the black dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look at that nigga, you can't tell that.
No.
He just now getting to his highest potential.
At 70.
At 70. At 70? Nigga was born with polio. Leg don't work. Gotta have a brace on his leg his whole life.
Come on.
Out here killing this internet shit. He didn't grow up with this shit.
No.
But all day I gotta hear you motherfuckers. Well, I didn't grow up with it. You don't shut your motherfucking ass up.
He didn't either. He adapted to it though.
You don't shut your motherfucking ass up. You ain't grow up with no car either, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you got adapted to one.
Yeah. No, for sure. Oh,
you ain't grow up with Facebook either, but I see you on there all damn day.
Yeah. You ain't never had.
The hell is y'all talking about?
You got the newest iPhone.
You didn't grow up with these phones, but you got one though.
Yeah, and you know how to use.
What
it
are we
more than
talking about? We keep talking about growing up with.
Yeah.
Well, your ass is grown now. You got more opportunity now that you grown and making your own money than you ever did.
You know what you did grow up with? This loser attitude.
This loser ass mentality.
And it's done stuck through your 50 years of life on this earth. But
you don't have to keep letting it do that shit. No. But motherfuckers be acting like they don't control their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I ain't mean to cut you off, but for example, you hear it all the time. Oh, well, you know I got the kids. Then the kids get gone and they still don't do shit.
Yeah,
the kids was never the problem.
No.
It was you.
No.
If you got 2-3 kids and your oldest move out and you still ain't went up a notch, you had a whole bill taken out your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's one less mouth to feed. Especially if one move out, the other one starting to work and got a job. Oh, you're a gold.
Like nigga, what?
You definitely can't talk about kids and all that when the youngest start bringing in they little money.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what is the excuse now? Mm. It's always gonna be something new because motherfuckers don't want to work. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers don't want to be a victim. Motherfucker, you know what I realized, bro? A lot of these motherfuckers, the reason that the Bible called them the walking dead is because if you get down to the nitty gritty, a lot of these motherfuckers don't want to live. And they might not necessarily want to take themselves out. They might not necessarily want to die. Mm-hmm. But they don't want to do what it take to live either. And that's because living life is a commitment.
Yeah, no,
life
for sure.
is you supposed to commit to living life.
I'm not gonna lie, and you hear a lot of that manifest in quotes like, I mean, I don't want to kill myself, but if I just wasn't here tomorrow, died. That's the same thing as, yeah, it's over with. I'm done. You just don't want to be the one. You just don't want to be the one to. You don't want to be the one to kill yourself or anything like that. You want to know why that is though? Because if you also ask them another question, them people, you get to asking them, well, what would everybody think? What would everybody think if you killed yourself? They really wouldn't know why you killed yourself. They really wouldn't understand. Like even if you know what I'm saying, people be going out of here and got circumstance after circumstance after circumstance that they deem is too much to bear, and you know what I'm saying. But then you the people that's going, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I wouldn't mind if you talk to them long enough, it'll be, oh, I really ain't got no reason to even want to kill myself.
Yeah, motherfucker,
I know. I spent 45 minutes breaking it down to you, and then you came to the conclusion that I knew at the beginning of the conversation. You ain't got no reason to want to be out of here. You not that bad off, bro. You just ain't put in enough work.
You ask a motherfucker what they like to do. Eat. I like to be a good dad. I like to be a good mom. How the fuck you gonna be a good dad and mom with nothing to do? how the fuck you gonna put your kids on the trade, on the skill? How the fuck you gonna bring enough money in to
fund some shit?
Like, you don't love to do shit.
Like, I just do what dads do. I just do what moms do.
Sit around, watch TV. Is that what you think that
great
niggas at 40 is doing? You think it's just a whole bunch of motherfuckers just sitting around watching TV?
That's what you think. Hey,
if that's what your perception on life is,
great mom.
Hey, more power to you. Yeah, more power to you. I'm trying to be 40 and I hope I'm still catching flights weekly.
Yeah. I'm trying to. If I'm trying to get to a point to where, when Lord willing I have kids, when they say, "Yeah, my dad was a great dad. He was a man of many interests, many different layers, just many." I can't get there. Just chilling, watching TV with my kids coming around, but I can't even think about what my kids gonna see while they growing up if I'm not living out what it is that I need to do to even get there to be. Because before I got to be a great dad, I got to be a great man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. It's a lot of people not committing to themselves, and they don't understand that they fucking other people out of a great opportunity. Mm-hmm. Because, for example, if you have a cell phone, and I'm primarily talking to my generation, not necessarily the older generation, but if the shoe fits, I guess y'all Cinderella. Especially for my generation. If it's gonna be for everybody that has kids right now, anybody that has kids that's listening to this, or if you know a motherfucker that have kids, send them this clip. Especially if their kids are young. In 20 years, are you going to say, well, my kid didn't know nothing about business because I didn't teach them about business because they never taught me that growing up in school? Or are you going to get on YouTube and you going to learn at least what you don't know?
Yeah.
So that you can at least start them with something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you not feel like that's your responsibility?
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like, what you gonna do? You just go keep going to work and keep, I'm providing for them. But what are you providing for them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what are you getting for them to have? Like, you providing a roof over their head, but you not providing no home.
What the Bible,
like you're not providing no skills. You're not providing no what are we providing?
What the Bible say? A good man leaves an
inheritance to his children. So guess what? And y'all don't get mad at me. Get mad at God. So if your children don't inherit shit from you,
like. And
if it's a good man leaves an inheritance to his children, if your children don't inherit shit from you,
you ain't left them. I'll go from the extreme to the most simple. You ain't left them no land. You ain't left them no money. Now let's go a little bit. You ain't left them no opportunity.
You ain't left them no knowledge,
no information. No, you ain't left. In this world, in this dark world we live in, you ain't left them the light.
You not a good. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at God.
It's the word.
Don't take it up with God. Do not get mad at me. Do not come and talk about these young niggas don't know what they talking about. I don't gotta know what I'm talking about. God know what he talking about.
I just opened the Bible.
Mad at God. That is a very literal book. You take everything it say at face value the way it say it.
Right.
So if he say a good man leaves an inheritance to his children and your children don't inherit shit from you, you is not a good man or woman.
No.
And that's going to be, especially in today's day and age, that's going to be on you.
Yep.
You got all the access in the motherfucking world, and all y'all niggas is talking about is which celebrities is beefing and this and that. Nigga, if y'all niggas don't get fucking serious with me,
come on,
what are y'all committed to? Y'all committed to bullshit. It's a whole bunch of niggas. Everybody got commitments, Christian.
Yeah.
And that's where when you say, how do you realize that you not committed to the right things. Motherfuckers don't realize that shit because they committed to the wrong things. They knee deep in that shit.
Everybody be committed, but they don't know they don't know that they be committed to the wrong thing, and even if they do, they don't give a damn.
Niggas is committed to death and destruction and act like that don't mean that they gave their life over to the devil. Like that ain't the only reason. He here to steal, kill,
and destroy.
And if that's all you focused on, guess what that means? You done committed your life to the devil. You already done sold your soul.
Hey. And for y'all folk that think that when steal, kill, and steal from y'all, listen. Steal, kill, and destroy. He here to steal your joy. Here to kill your commitment. Here to destroy you. It ain't gotta be about killing you. If he can kill your mind, if he can get a hold on your joy and your peace and all, you're already good as dead.
If a motherfucker kill your drive for life and then make you suffer through that for 70 years, he did a lot worse than killing you before you ever had the chance to commit to it.
Yep.
Because you suffered for 70 years.
Because
he made you suffer. And a lot of motherfuckers be giving in to the suffering and thinking that they defeating the devil. How? No. How do you think this? How do you think he don't have a control over your life when you don't even have the want to do more, to do better?
How you don't think he got control over your life when you don't even enjoy your life?
Thank you. That means he stole your joy.
You don't even, bro. It's
real simple.
Because the Bible.
It's real simple.
The Bible is right there for you.
It's real simple,
bro.
It's
like
literal.
I come in here and I can talk about days been normal, but I just been feeling great. Wow. There's a control over my life that ain't fueled by negativity and what I don't have and where I'm not at and where I could be and what I haven't done and what everybody come in talking about. Well, I'm just waiting on the or I'm not where I want to. All this sound like some stuff that you can change on your own. Like it sound like if you change the way you talking about it, you can walk up out of it. You can walk up out of wherever it is that you, because, and you specifically, where I was them 3 months I ain't had no job. You know how bad it got. You know how bad it was when I had a job and I was still telling you back then, but I don't know, but I don't got it. And what you say? Just go with me. And when you needed it, it was just go with me. We good. Cause at least I'm down here with another motherfucker that if I don't believe that we good, the other one know that we good. But that's my whole thing. You said that for me to grasp that, oh, okay. Nah, eventually I was gonna have to get it for myself. Because that was a battle that whether you was fighting it or not, I was fighting it. You know what I'm saying? So if these individual battles anyway, I'm blessed enough to have somebody around me or whatever, but shoot, treat it like you don't. You got this one life that only you live. And we said it on one of these other episodes. You can't avoid the pillow. You cannot avoid when you go to sleep. You cannot avoid going, bro. You can party. You can be around all these people, and
you can do all the.
You
drugs.
can get the vibes right, and all of that.
You can make it even on the quote unquote good side.
Yeah,
you can fuck all the women.
Yep.
And you can make all the money.
Yep.
And you can take all the trips, and you can this and you can that. And at the end of the day, when you lay that, you can lie to the people about what you feel like when you lay your head, but only you and God know. No, you, God, and the devil know.
Yep.
When you lay your head on that bed by yourself
and it's
at
just
night
and your thoughts,
you know what you feel like.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. It's just something.
You know what you feel like.
For whatever reason, I just feel like something.
And it manifests itself when I say, do you love your job? No, I hate working here. Oh, you hate something about your life?
Do you
you hate the place where you spend the majority of your life right now?
What you do outside of here? I just go home and get ready for the next day.
You telling me all I need to know about you, bye.
Yeah,
you telling me all I need to know. And you could tell me all you want to. But when the reason that shit is even coming out your mouth is because when you lay your head down at night, you know if you've been committed to you or not.
It's something missing from you. That and like how you not fulfilled, but you don't want to go get fulfillment. You can't. All the negativity, all the man, I mean, shoot, I ain't got too much longer. You know how many times I hear on the job, I ain't got too much longer, and I ain't this, and I ain't gonna be here for long. But then you ask somebody, okay, so what's your plans after this? Well, you know, I got this, that, and going on. And it's like, okay, great. You look up, and the first time they told you that was when you got down here. You look up again and it's a year from the time you got down here and they still telling you that. Not only do you not have a concrete plan, you ain't got no concrete commitment. Nope. You could have been gone. You could have left the day you told me if you had some commitment. When you place a bet on yourself. If you can't bet on you, why would I ever?
Christian, they can't take a bet on themselves because every time they tell themselves something, they lying. You said it the other day. The hardest part about keeping up a lie is keeping up the lie.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. You, bro.
So if you lying all the time, how you gonna place a bet on yourself? You can't trust yourself. You're a liar.
And when you done got to the point to where you lying so much to where even you can't believe in you, because you can't believe you already defeated.
But the good news is, you know what the good news is? You can stop being a liar today.
Yeah. Yeah. But like we always say, the first thing you have to do is acknowledge it.
Yeah.
You got to go. It's not like you can skip. Your grandpa always told you can't skip steps in life. And I ain't never forgot you telling me that. One of the steps you got to sit at is, I've been lying this whole damn time.
Yeah.
If not, because, and this ain't even, the crazy part about it is, you don't have to ever tell the people you've been lying to that you've been lying. You just got to make sure you know you've been lying. You know you've been lying, so stop lying. The people.
What's the first step in the Bible towards getting saved?
Accept Jesus.
And
no,
repent.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Definition of a repent: feel or express sincere regret or remorse about one's wrongdoing or sin. So you're absolutely right. The first step. This is in the Bible. Bro, stop playing with me. The first step is to feel or express sincere regret about being a fucking liar.
And hold on, and watch. He just went and got the Google definition of the word repent. Watch this. when you say something missing, you already right there. When you feel like I'm just not doing it, you're already right. You're looking
because all it
at
takes, Christian.
If we talking about a proverbial step, you got to take. You looking at the whole staircase. You just got to get to the point to where you're done lying to yourself. You're done because you already be feeling like, boy, I ain't did shit with this life of mine. I've been sitting up here putting up this bullshit ass act, and I know for a fact I could have been. I keep telling everybody how I could have did this and I could have did that, and the crazy part is when I tell people this, I'm so good at this shit. Everybody believing in me, and they waiting on me to do it, and I still ain't did it. Oh, that break my heart to have to sit up there and say, I ain't been doing this shit to the best of my abilities.
Of course you do.
Hold on, y'all. This is a real realization that Christian came to. Like
that Maya done came to.
Like I done had to sit with myself.
We done had talks. I believe I done said it on the podcast. But even if I haven't, I know for a fact I done told you, man, Christian, I bullshit so good that motherfuckers be believing my bullshit is working.
Mm-hmm. I had the motherfucker that I live less than 3 feet away from thinking, oh boy, I thought maybe you could have fooled me. And it'd be like, and for a motherfucker like me, it's like, damn. Not only did he have a belief in me to do it, he believed in me so much, he just assumed I went and got it done. And that's when you go, damn, I had a motherfucker willing to place a bet on me. And if that was the case, and for me to feel like, damn, I had a motherfucker willing to place a bet on me and I let them down, you can imagine when I take them out the equation and I go, nah, I let me down. I failed myself again. I lied to me again. We got to get to a point to where we done, like, bro, like we got to get to a point to where we done lying to ourselves. You gotta, what you say eyes was on the end of anything, it describe, you got to normalize commitment. You got to normalize telling the truth. You got to normalize, like, these are things that, to have a good life by any standard, these have to be at the forefront of what you like. We talk all the time about standing on business. This is business. This is the business at hand. This is the business at hand. Before you ever go out, like I said, before you ever go out and present yourself to the world, this is the stuff you got to take care of in-house.
If nothing else, your kids should inherit life from you. But how can you give them life when you never got one?
All you talking about is, I brought you into this world, so I'll take you out. That's not giving nobody life.
And first of all, you don't have like, if you've ever said that in life, you understand that God never gave you that authority, right?
No. You can't. No, you didn't make. Go ahead and blow your breath. Blow your breath into some dirt and tell me what come of it. You don't
have that kind of authority.
No.
And it's like, if you was leading a life towards leaving something for a motherfucker, if you didn't hate yourself, you would never say that to your seed. You would never say that to the main motherfucker you trying to, that you doing all of this for. A lot of motherfuckers claim that they doing it for the kids and ain't willing to sacrifice themselves for the kids. They think they sacrificing something because
they go to work.
Because they sacrificing getting their hair done every week.
Because
they think they sacrificing something because
they had this 40-hour job that they hate. They think that's what they think.
They think they're sacrificing. No, you sacrificed yourself long before you ever sacrificed for the kids. You doing that because you sacrificed yourself.
Yeah.
You missing out on this because you sacrificed yourself.
Because people, what people like to, don't get it messed up. I'm not saying kids ain't expensive or anything like that. But the problem is you can't have a kid. I don't care how many of them you have. You can't have a kid and stop living your life. And I'm not talking about, oh, I can go have kids and I can still go out here and fuck all these bitches and have all these women and party. And I know
you shouldn't have been living that life. No way.
You feel me? No, what I'm talking about is, in order for these kids to have the best life or the that you would want them to have, or a better life than what you had, and all that, you have to keep progressing. You have to keep persevering. You have to keep elevating. You have to, because guess what? When you persevere, guess who come along for the ride? When you elevate, guess who coming along right with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you in new positions and new money and new land and opportunities and all that, a good man do what?
Guess my grandparents, they know for a fact they ever listen to this. They used to call me, but that's our role partner. You'll never see us nowhere and he not there. There's very few times you gonna see me and grandson ain't with me.
That's how my grandpa is. Bro, I hope my grandpa don't ever listen to this for what I'm about to say. But it's people that used to see my grandpa at when I was working at McDonald's. They be like, your grandpa there, your grandpa there. Do you know when I told them same people that that wasn't my biological grandpa? They looked at me and said, no way. Y'all look just alike. You done seen my grandpa. No, we don't.
but mama see you with a nigga so much that it's like they associate with him so much with you that it's like
y'all got the same, and I was like, bro, no,
we don't. Take another look.
Like, and I get why, and it didn't take long for me to pick up on it. I said, I guess I am with him all the time. They say, shoot, even your spouse started to look like you a little bit after a while. You know what I mean? And so I know for a fact, if I done been around him and all his friends know who I am and they all know my story and all this, and they know me first, middle, last name and all that. If I done been around, I can understand why people would just assume.
Kids gravitate to the fun.
Mm-hmm.
They gravitate, and you know what's fun? Adventure, progress, some new shit. Kids want to be around some new shit all the time.
I don't want to sit in here when grandpa finna go and he finna go work on 3-4 cars and then, all I was gonna do was sit in here.
And then people wonder why it's like, well, I don't got a real relationship with my kids. I don't really know my kids. My kids never really come talk to me. Bro, you're no fun. You're
not providing them with no new.
And I'm not talking about fun in terms of, oh, this the parent. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be their friend. No, you're not. You not having no fun in life.
Like, it ain't no, and the thing about it is, I don't know why parents think that their kids don't see that. Bro, all I watch you do is come home, come up the steps, mumble, hey, you good? Oh, I'm good. And then we both go our separate ways, close our doors, and that's the last conversation we have for the night. You may ask me if I ate. If I ain't told you I ate already, and I barely get asked how my day was. And then that's our conversation for 10, 15, 18, 20 years. And then it be, well, you never came and talked to me. Talk to you about what?
And this is not a discretionary to where people, like, we not shitting on nobody.
No.
But the reason these stories got to get told is because these are the real stories of real people, because I am a real person and you are a real person. And the people that we're discussing were real people, and this was real life that this happens to, and there is nothing new under the sun. So guess what? It's millions of kids going through the same shit that we're going through. It's millions of parents that's about to come up. I know plenty of people with children, and I'm letting them know, if you ever listen to this podcast, Maya told you, I don't give a fuck if you never really listen to Maya. If you don't want to listen to Maya the person, listen to Maya the kid. As I'm telling you, as a parent, we don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, no.
We don't want to, from a kid's perspective, we don't want to see that shit from you. Do not let your kids down, man. Do not have them. Don't put your kids in a position to have to forgive you.
Yeah.
Don't put your kids in a position to have to look at you and say, man, I feel like they could have just did a little more. Because not for my sake, for their sake.
Yeah.
Don't even put that. Don't have your kid ever saying, especially not in the day and age we live in. No. Don't ever have a kid saying, man, they didn't teach us this in school.
Because it's only gonna get worse. We live in the greatest technological era ever. I probably still ain't say that word right, but it's all right. You get what I was trying to say, and they do too. We live in that era where money can be made off your phone at home. You ain't even gotta go, bro. You ain't even gotta go to no physical job no more. Christian. You can make money in way too many different ways for money. So imagine, imagine, if we done had to have them uncomfortable conversations with our parents and with our uncles, aunts, what cousins and all that, where their excuse was, well, I didn't have the stuff y'all had. Imagine what it's gonna be like for the kids that's coming up, that's our age, that's gonna have kids 20 when they 20 and they telling their parents, oh nah, you dropped the ball. They gon' cause it's gonna be like, nah. At least
y'all had this
the whole time.
Y'all had this shit
of your life.
The internet been around long as you was.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all had this shit.
So, even we was born in 2000 and 2001, right? The internet was when Facebook come around, 2003, 4 something.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, for Facebook and MySpace and all that to have been a thing, the internet had.
By the time we came around, the internet done been around for over a decade.
You know what I'm saying? So
by the time we was born, the internet done been around for over a decade. Apple been a company for a decade.
By the time we come into the world, so
we're on the iPhone 15 this year, and the iPhone was made in 2008. I remember where I was at in 2008. And Apple had already been a company for 10 years from the time that I was fucking born.
Come on, bro. These conversations I'm sorry. The expectation is only gonna go up from here.
Thank you. So the level of productivity I need my generation to hear this, and I need the younger niggas to hear this. Yeah. I promise to God, with the opportunity in front of us, you want to know why cost of living is going up? Because the expectation of producing results goes up.
Yeah.
It is easier than ever now to produce the results. If you cannot make it in this era, you couldn't have never fucking made it.
No.
And the niggas go get mad at me for that. I don't give a fuck. No, if you can't make it in an era where you gotta fucking shoot this computer right here, and if these niggas don't understand, I'm holding up my phone. This computer right here is more powerful than the computers that they had big ass, full ass rooms for running military operations off them bitches.
Yeah. You know
I can make more money with this shit right now than any of them shits.
Bro, the police can use your phone to find anything they want to of yours ever.
Christian, and by the 2000 when we was born, just 5, 6, 7 years before, I can't remember when the Mac came out, but not even a decade before, the challenge was, can we get a computer to fit on a desk? And I just told you yesterday that we got cameras that record in 4K that are the size of a battery.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are we doing?
And I'm telling you,
what are we doing?
I'm telling you, this all ties back into everything Because that whole what Maya said about if you can't make it in this area, you wouldn't have been able to make. Everybody want to talk about because we can take technology out of it. Everybody want to talk about how they want a relationship that lasted like our grandparents. If you can't be faithful here, you think you could have been faithful back then? You think you could have been like, nah, bro, you can be whatever you aspire to be whenever you are. It's in the mind, bro. Because I said on this podcast, I'm a nigga that want to bow at the game. You give me a good woman, I'm good. I don't too much care for 1,000,000 women, 100 body. I'm cool off all that, right? If my wife come in here today, all right, Maya, you feel me? Like, I'm cool. Let's just go ahead and start that chapter of life, right? There are old heads that I done been around still telling me, oh, I need to be out here trying to run and go fuck anything walking. Chop her down. That's they go chop her down. These people with wives, these is single men at 68, like, bro, they wasn't faithful back then. They can't be faithful now. This isn't a snap of the fingers. You could just turn it on. Like when you
said that at the beginning, bro. You don't just the light bulb don't just go off.
When you 35 and you a 35-year-old woman and all the niggas that was looking at you in high school ain't looking at you no more, and you starting to go kind of downhill in your looks and whatever. And don't kill me for saying that. It's only the truth. Yeah, you can't decide then, and only then is when you ready to commit to no serious relationship. Your reputation these whole 20 years has been promiscuous as hell and bad, and don't nobody want to wipe you. No, you
can lie about that all you want to. A real nigga just go pick that up off the mannerisms, off the energy, off the way you answer questions,
the way
you don't even know what you don't know.
You
craziest part, you spent the whole first 15, 20 years of your life not learning shit about the life that you now want to live, and shocked when niggas that know what they want can see right through that shit.
You be and you see, cause it's a whole bunch of it sound good followed by it'd be like, yeah, what you want from either side, man, women, either. Yeah, I just want I want nothing but loyalty. I want nothing but I want sustainability. I want peace. I want a good house, some kids, and I just a whole bunch of, and it sound like you repeating yourself. Yeah, because you put 3 words together and said, yeah, them sound good, and you ain't doing the work that it take to get there. You're not eliminating yourself from what Dame tell you about I can't remember the quote, but I know you know what video I'm talking about.
When he was talking about when you get to the moments, you made for the moments. It's not a thing where you ever got a doubt, because you know the work that you put in to get there. Mm-hmm. It's not something that gotta be, I don't know if I can shine through here. Like, nigga, I put in 10,000 fucking reps. You think I'm not about to get out here and rock this bitch?
You think I don't have the confidence that if I put this up, it's going in?
I did 10,000 reps of this shot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fuck all this other shit that I did.
Right. But I did that too.
I did 10,000 reps of this shit.
The shit that y'all, bang! How did he hit that? Like, no, I practiced that 1,000,000 times.
Like, what are y'all talking? Like, and it's a thing where it's like, bruh, in this era, guys, I need everybody to understand. I went off about it last podcast, but I need niggas to understand. Commit to the shit now. Commit to yourself. This is the greatest era. You don't even have to, you can get the therapy from young niggas giving each other therapy. Mm-hmm. You get the therapy from licensed therapists that just be making shit on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You can get the therapy. You can get God's word easier than ever now. You ain't even got to read it. You got audiobooks. Yep. You can get everything you need with such ease. Do not be the reason your kids don't have. There is no excuse no more. We got it all in our pocket.
They done made
It's too easy.
They done made it to where, oh, I don't like being around people. You ain't gotta be.
You don't even gotta be.
Oh, I don't like being in. I don't like having to share all my business. You don't have to share a word with nobody. You know what you battle with every day. I'm pretty sure there's something out there for you on the internet. Like
I know for a fact it is. It's out there for it's something out there for everybody.
What's the I can't remember that other Dame quote where he was talking about don't he got a wife, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he don't find himself in them
in the Joe Budden podcast because they asked him. They said, "How you a young nigga hooping like this in the NBA, making that much money, and you ain't never?" And he like, "Oh, I know where to find it. So that means I know to stay away from that. I know where not to go,
bro." What is
it's
Damian
because
Lillard?
I know.
What is Damian Lillard's wife name?
I don't know. I don't know what she looked like.
Exactly.
I didn't know Dame was actually married.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he's committed to whoever she is.
And you see that because Dame won't even so much as leave fucking Portland. The nigga just had 71 last night.
And he won't even
so much as lead that organization.
And we screaming for him to leave. We won't even knock his commitment if he don't leave.
Stuck at Weber State, and he talked about it because he actually really did think about leaving. And his dad said, "You gave them people your word, you go stick to it." And he listened. And that's a nigga that's committed. Yeah. That's why he can commit to basketball. That's why he can commit to. That's why you see, like, where JJ Redick was talking about, and they were saying how Steve Kerr, they consider Steve Kerr one of the winningest stories in history because it's not just what he did. Like, you could talk about how he wasn't number one, but the thing about it was he won 5 championships as a player, 4 as a coach. He been a GM. He been this. He been that. He got a healthy marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bruh, like, what is he not winning at? And niggas don't think they can win on that type level. Yeah, but it's because, you know why you not winning on that type level? Because you keep letting yourself fuck off. You keep letting yourself fuck off. Yeah, you're not taking nothing serious. No. So nothing's working.
No. If the only thing you taking serious is how fast I gotta hurry up and get out of this place, you're not going nowhere.
And like you said at the beginning, bro, it is levels to this commitment shit. But how the fuck could you ever get to the top if you're not willing to get right at the bottom?
Yeah, that's where the commitment don't start with you at the top trying to stay at the top. The commitment starts.
Build a house from the roof down?
No.
What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Like, what are we even talking about?
What I can't remember what episode it was. We was reacting to the Coach Prom video, and I said it don't make sense to build on bad. So if you know you got some shit you gotta change or some shit that you want to change, guess what? It ain't no point in you leaving this foundation right here.
Tear that shit down.
Tear it down.
And let's start over.
And let's get it out of our heads and our mentals that is something wrong with starting over.
I'm gonna tell you why niggas think it is something wrong with starting over. They too worried about the motherfuckers that's gonna call them fake and that's gonna call them out and that's gonna call them this and call them that, and they scared of looking away. It's some motherfuckers I've been rocking with for a few years now. If them niggas never speak to me again, oh fucking well. Yeah. And if they got anything to say about me being fake or this or that, I know what type time it was on. Yeah. It's some motherfuckers in my family that are looking at us say, well, Maya ain't talked to us in this amount of time. I don't know why he acting like that. I know what type time it's on. Yeah. And I don't give not a motherfuck at this point in my life what nobody got to say about nothing. It's not stopping nothing over here.
Because, and you got to know how serious he is when he say that. Y'all, he don't give a fuck what I got to say.
No.
But that's how far you got to take, because the real gonna recognize the real anyway. The reason he ain't never got to say he don't give a fuck about what I think is because he already know I only want the nigga to get better. And that's been shown in any time where it was. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Okay, nigga, as long as you get yourself together, shit, I don't give a damn about none of that shit. Get you some motherfuckers that's willing to hear, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like this the best decision for me to make. And I mean, I know what you said and you trying to help me out, but I feel like I still need to go ahead with this. And a motherfucker that's willing to go, well, okay, bro, as long as it's the best, you know what I'm saying? As long as that's all I was trying to get out of you anyway. I wasn't trying to get you to listen to what I had to say. I was just trying to help you out. But if you feel like, and because only motherfuckers like that is the ones that's really in your corner, prove me wrong. Let me know that I was going, shit. You know how many times I done said, well, I'm actually kind of glad you ain't listen to what I had to say. I'm glad you kind of, and if I ain't said it, shit, I done thought it. Where it's like, shit, I had gave him some advice and shit, I'm kind of glad he got away from him. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? When it was time to go, yes. Because it was like, shit, that shit panned out the way I wanted it to pan out, whether I had a different view on how you was going about it or not. Because at the end of the day, I only cared that we as a group got better. So shit, it didn't matter how we got there, as long as we kept going and we never lost sight of who we was. Hell, it didn't matter. And that's what you need around. I will never, this podcast will never not be about having a good community around you. It'll never not be about trying to elevate and progress. It'll never, like, bro, that's what we here for. We ain't doing nothing but telling y'all the life experiences that we done had up until this point and what hadn't worked for us and what had worked for us. We putting it on air for y'all to hear so that the young people and the old can take from and go with, you know what I'm saying? Some new revelation. Cause yeah, you can hear all this a million times, but shoot, I mean, I'm 22. I get on here and talk like I done lived 40 years. That's what somebody older would tell me. But no, I just done lived enough life to know that some of this shit early on don't have a place in your life. Commitment is one of the things that you need to progress. That's what you need to push on. That's what you need to, that need to be your kickstart. What you serious about. What you know what I'm saying? What you stand on, what you want to be known for, what your legacy gonna be when people describe you, what are they gonna be talking about? Are they gonna be calling you lazy? Or are they gonna be calling you a go-getter? They're gonna be calling you inspiration, inspiring. Are they gonna be calling you inspiring or impressionable? Like, what are they gonna be talking about? When they talk about me, I want them to call me impactful, influential. That's what I want to do. And if amongst nobody but the few that I've impacted already, you said it at one time, I done already did what I was supposed to do. Anything else is just extra. So, and you think I'm not going for anything extra just because I done already did what I was supposed to do? If I didn't, I wouldn't be committed. It's just what it is, boy.
We appreciate y'all, man.
Thank y'all for rocking out with us. Another one. Like I said last time, by the time y'all hear this, it's gonna be whenever. But we up tomorrow though. We back at it.
We up tomorrow. Whenever y'all hear this, no, tomorrow was like a month ago.
Tomorrow was a month ago, and we done put out 10 more since then. So tune in next time. But until then, gang.
Peace.